Welcome back. We've got another couple of bases for you guys today, and this first base here, we're going to be seeing a Hydra attack coming in. So we got that queen from the top side of the base. We got the giant arrow going off, setting up a nice funnel for the dragons here. Hydra's been really strong lately. We'll see how it does in this attack. And as always, if you guys want to try these bases for yourself, the links will be down in the description below. But there we go with a recall on the queen. So let's see where he's going to put her back in. He can put her back in on pretty much any corner to set a funnel. He's going to go with that left corner over there. She'll be able to reach that other air defense. And then it looks like he's going to fly his dragon straight into the monolith. At least that's what I'm guessing from the setup here. Here, we'll let the queen get another building. Baby dragon to help speed things up just a little bit. Air defense is going to go down. Perfect. All right, here we go. Dragons are in from the top left side of the base, going straight into the monolith. We do have the enemy warden over there that's going to start getting some damage onto the queen, but that's okay. We got his grand warden coming in with the rage gem. Pops warden's ability. Town hall shots coming in. Single inferno. Locking onto dragons, but they're invincible for the moment. We got the blimp over the top as well. Interesting choice since the dragons are right there anyway. Probably would have been a little bit better off with a stone slammer in this situation, but it gets the job done. Town hall's down. Dragons pushing through the core of the base. Got the raged up scatters in the core and the raged up multis though, and that's doing a lot of damage. We see that minion prince getting his orb off, and that's slowing things down just a little bit. There's scatters finally going down. We do have the fire spitters. They're both facing to the back side of the base, so neither one of those have gotten a chance to fire off onto the dragons, but it doesn't matter. The dragons in the core of the base are gone. We got a few dragons on the top side with the royal champion. Looks like the queen on the left side didn't get a whole lot else either. Dragon's still moving through. RC going invisible with the fox. He's got the freeze on the expo. RC's got to be able to get through this ricochet cannon without losing her fox here. It's going to be huge. Drops in our rage. That's an interesting spot for the rage, but it's because he has the rocket spear. So he's going to use that rage to utilize the rocket spear, push through a few more buildings, but this attack is starting to thin out. The last dragon is going to go down. No, it stays alive through the multi-archer tower. The RC is still pushing. Expo is going to lock onto the fox. The fox is going to go down here. The RC is still pretty healthy, and she has healers, so it's actually still looking pretty good at this point. See if she can get that air defense off the backside. A Seeking Air Mine takes out that last dragon, so now it's just down to the royal champion, and she's going to lose her healers, and going into that backside ricochet cannon, she's not going to be able to get through, and this is going to be a defense. Nice try. Next up, we do have a Root Rider attack for this base, so let's see how this attack is going to be a little bit different, trying to take this down. So we're going to start off with the Valkyrie on the top side of the base. Looks like the funnel is going to be kind of the same as the dragon, so we're going to funnel into that monolith compartment. We do have skelly traps there on ground, so it's going to be a little bit of a distraction, but we got Valkyries in the mix, so it's not going to be too big of a deal here. Single locks on, monolith locks on, town hall shots are coming in. It's a lot of damage in that first initial compartment here, not to mention the enemy heroes there as well. So lots of damage trying to make that first push into the base. You can see the Giga Bomb going off. He has popped the warden's ability to keep everything protected, pushing into the double scatter shots now, which again are raged up with those multi-inferno towers. So another compartment here which is just stacked with damage. So even though those fire spitters are kind of pointing the other way, we still have so much damage going on in the core of this base. And then we got the back end multi-archer towers to kind of finish things up. So each layer of this base has more components that are just tricky to get through. We can see the King's ability going off. We got the RC on the top side of the base, but the Root Riders are thinning out, and I think they're actually all gone at this point. So it's going to be just up to the heroes to try to finish this one off. Queen pops her ability on the left side. She's got her healers over there. That King's going to go down. Does he have Phoenix? No, he had the Yak, so he's not going to be coming back anytime soon. We got the Royal Champion on the top side. She's hanging out with the Warden. She's got some of the healers from the Queen. We'll see how far she's able to go. The Queen's doing a nice job on that bottom side of the base, picking up some buildings down there. Looks like she does have that frozen arrow to slow things down, so she's going to be able to get quite a bit more here. Royal Champion in the meantime taking down the ricochet cannon on the top side, and again, this attack's not really looking that bad at this point. But we'll see if the heroes how they do on that right side of the base, because we do have that ricochet cannon, and you can see that ricochet cannon doesn't mess around. It does a lot of damage. But the RC with her ability, Hog Rider's coming out. Down goes the ricochet cannon. We still have one multi-archer tower on the bottom side of the base to get through. All right, let's see how the RC can handle it. She's taking a lot of damage from the expo. The Queen's coming across the bottom side of the base. The RC is going to go down here, so that multi-archer tower is going to be the biggest factor for a defense here. That Queen's going to walk by. The healers are going to get sniped. That multi-archer tower is not reachable, so that Queen's just going to continue to take damage, and down she goes. And another defense for this base. Let's move on to the next one. And here we go with base number 2. This time around, we're going to be starting off with some super witches, and that's a spicy spot to start. A warden walk up there. He's taking an absolute ton of damage. He's going to go with a freeze on the ricochet cannon, let the healers get this warden healed back up. And there we go. Now he'll be able to continue to push through, and we'll see. I believe he's got the fireball here, but we'll find out here shortly. In the meantime, warden's going to be able to get the bomb tower, get the ricochet cannon out of the way, and get a nice funnel set on that top side. And then we'll see where he goes from there. But for now, of course, gotta give the setup a little bit of time here. We can see a bunch of defenses on the bottom side too. We got the air defense down there with a couple of archer towers. That warden's gonna go to the top side. I'm curious. I think he might be trying to fireball the fire spitter here. For now, he's just going to continue to let the warden walk. Fire spitter's going to start getting some damage in. Here we go with the invis spells, and the fireball does indeed go to the fire spitter in the core of the base. He takes out the clan castle too. That was a pretty nice fireball there, and we got a huge chunk of the base out of the way, and a nice perfect pathing for the witches down that bottom right side straight towards the town hall area. So here we go, super witches making their way down. I would assume he's going to send some heroes on the bottom side and kind of cut the witches off and push them through the middle of the base, but we'll have to wait and see. The single inferno is going to start locking onto some troops here. We got a siege barracks down there at the bottom corner. Super witches still slowly but surely making their way. The single does lock onto a witch. Does he notice, or is he going to let the witch go down? Looks like the witch, oh, the freeze was just a little too late there. So he did lose one of his super witches, which when you only have a couple of them to begin with, that's not ideal. Defensive poison goes off. Nice wall breaks in towards that core. All right. Looks like the queen's on that bottom side too. She's going to stay to the outside of the base. The barbarian king's going to move in with the witches. So that works out. I would assume he has his earthquake boots to help open things up as they make their way in. But the king's already going down. But he is able to open up towards that core. Spiky ball getting some damage. That giga bomb going off. King's already gone down to Phoenix. Down goes the town hall. Down goes the multi. I think he's only got like one witch left. He's running low on troops here, which is obviously not ideal when he still has a stacked back end to get through. And he still has his royal champion to send in somewhere. Down goes the queen though, and he's only got one witch left. Royal champion from the top side of the base. He sends her straight into the minion prince. So that's going to deal quite a bit of damage. If the cameraman scoots the screen up just a little bit, we'll be able to see. But it looks like she's already popped her ability here. No, those are Valkyries. I thought they were Hall Graders out of the RC. But it's Valkyries up there trying to help out. There's the RC's ability with her Hall Graders. So now she's got the rocket spear. The hogs out in front aren't going to get too much extra done here. But there we go. She should be able to get through the scatter shot. And again, it's going to be that ricochet cannon on the very back end that's going to be causing a bit of a headache for the attacker. We got the Tesla farm too to help out with quite a bit of damage. You can see how fast that royal champion goes down. This one's going to be a defense. Let's move on to the last replay. Here we go. Last replay of this video. We got the royal champion with an invis to start it off on the bottom side of the base, but the town hall getting some shots in. That poison's going to slow her down. And now she's got the enemy king to fight with. So this is quite an interesting spot to try to start off with the royal champion. And as you can see, this did not go in his favor. The RC's dead instantly. She got maybe one or two buildings down there, and she is just done for. So now we got some balloons on either side of the town hall. It looks like he's trying to find some traps. And there we go. Fireball straight to the town hall. Okay, double earthquake. He's going to let the warden finish the town hall, of course. No, he's not. He's going to go ahead and send in the witches. I think would have been a little bit better off to let the warden get a couple of shots into the town hall, but okay. But more super witches on this attack. We got the siege barracks on the left side. Queen's up there as well. And then we got the walls opened up. Nice wall break towards that single inferno to get these witches into the base. So this is a similar-ish approach to the last attack, except we sacrificed the RC nice and early, and we didn't funnel that bottom side. That's where the witches started in this case. We'll see how much better this goes. It's not off to a super hot start. King's ability already going off in the core of the base, but down goes the monolith. There we go, finally. Took a little bit longer than expected. There's another invis to try to protect the troops as the town hall shots continue to go down, but the town hall itself is not going down. Like I said, he should have let that warden get another couple of shots in to take the town hall out, and this is looking like it's going to be a one-star potentially, as we have all the troops moving across the top side of the base. We do have a few super witches in the core, but they are taking a lot of damage. That queen on the top side of the base, I believe, no, she does not still have her ability. Never mind. So she's going to be playing it a little bit risky up there. She needs to try to stay as healthy as possible, but there's just so much damage left, not to mention that town hall damage itself. There's just no chance that what he has left is enough to get through this base. We got a few Valkyries up there helping the queen, trying to work through some of these buildings on the outside, but that ricochet cannon is picking them off. And now we got the queen facing off with the ricochet cannon as well. That Frosty's slowing it down just a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes the queen. There's another defense for this base. Be sure to check out the WBB socials on screen. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.